Hi all, I just wanted to give you a kind of news report video for Anton Korobov, 2692. He played sensationally, as far as I can tell, from the games in the World Rapid Championship. And the tragedy is, a lot of commentators are just going to look at Magnus Carlsen and ignore what happened yesterday. I want to show you his games. Okay, I mean, we can learn from them. For the attacking player, great games. So this was against a former FIDE World Chess Champion, Rustam. No, that's not the right one. Sorry, I was thinking of someone else. No, this is Rustam. Yeah, you got the spelling here. Kustnutinov. Okay, that'll do. So D4 from Anton, and I will put on a kibitzer, I think, just to point out tactical stuff. So this is Grunfeld defense. Pretty solid, you might think. Pretty standard Grunfeld. And Bishop G5. Bishop G5 here. This is quite unusual, Bishop G5. It's about the 6th most popular. It has been played a couple of hundred times at least before at a serious level. D5 there. So yeah, he's held that pawn to be able to play D5. F5. Now things get really aggressive. Bishop C4. Not minding about, you know, this diagonal looks really dangerous. And now we have H4, very aggressive. Queen E8. H5, yeah, he just plows on with H5. F takes, H takes, Queen takes, Bishop takes E7. Now this is really a passed pawn here. Bishop G4, Bishop E2. Takes, Rook E8. Just takes that pawn now. Yeah, White's done well, it seems, out of the opening, but his king looks precarious on F1. Apart from that, he looks good. Knight H3. Going to that F4 is very useful here. Now Knight F4, challenging that knight. And this is with check, so if knight takes, this is knight takes queen with check. So he takes off that dangerous knight. Queen H5. And is able to simplify here. So here's a bit of material up from earlier. B5, energetic. G4, C takes, and yeah, this is a grind now. Yeah, he has to try and win this end game, but it looks as though this pawn's weak, and he's going to surround that pawn. G6, very useful to win a pawn there, and come over here, take this one, protecting A2, lovely. So he just needs to win maybe the D3 one ideally, which he does so soon with this check. Yeah, and this is just about winning. Yeah, the pawn's going to be queening here if bishop takes, I believe. Yeah, this wasn't played, but this just pawns. Well, actually, we just keep the opposition. Pardon me, we keep the opposition. If we did go A4, yeah, then I think it's a draw. Actually, immediately the king's in the square. Yeah, he avoided that, yeah. I mean, he would avoid that, I'm sure. Bishop D4, A4, and now black resigned. Okay, so it fizzled, but you know, he won the endgame. Let's look at another game. So that was from round 1. So quite interesting. Now let's look at another game. So here he was playing black against Adiban. Okay, another very, very strong player. So we have a curious opening here. What is it actually? Torre and Cole Systems it's identified as. So he keeps... Okay, D5 looks aggressive. He gets the C5 square. Queen D3, threatening mate. That's defended. Hitting H6, that's defended. Now actually he does dare to take the C4 pawn. Comes back, yeah, this looks to be quite a dangerous looking pawn on D6. But here, yeah, this can't be taken, I believe, because of Queen C6. Queen C6 will be hitting G2 and D7. So actually, that's a clever move. After taking, yeah, he's protecting D7. And hitting the knight now, that's protected. So he's nicked a pawn. Now I think, yeah, this because of this tactical vulnerability, he gets time here to play G takes, hitting the knight, which is hitting the pawn. So good stuff. Knight A6, and now there's another tactical vulnerability here. So the knight still can't take on D7. And he wins another pawn, yeah. And he's undermining that diagonal now. So he's in another favourable simplified position. Here, pawns up. Yep. And he starts marching his pawns. Let's have a quick look. Rook F1. Whoa, the attack with the two bishops here is dangerous. Getting things off. And this looks like another... yeah, it looks totally winning endgame that he's got himself into. Yeah, the pass pawn over here. Absolutely winning. Okay, I must admit I didn't check that one thoroughly before showing it to you here. Sorry about that. But the others I have briefly checked out. Okay, so right, we'll go on to the next game. Okay, in the next game. Now this is Grischuk, so he's playing against, you know, a world blitz champion with the black pieces. So D4 from Grischuk. He plays knight F6. He goes into this Queen's Engine territory. Now he plays knight E4. I think this is must be the most popular. It is the most popular by far to play knight E4. D5, yeah. Now quite often here F5 or bishop F6, but D5, and it's interesting to me that black seem to play kind of straightforwardly against F2 here. Funny enough, you'll see now. Maybe okay. So D takes, bishop takes. Of course, there's pressure on F2. Now knight B5. Now simply knight G4. Yeah, just targeting F2. White is blockading now and protecting F2 naturally. But here, really aggressive move. Can you spot what Korobov plays? So this is against Grischuk, showing no fear. Fantastic move, I think, if you can get away with it. So if I give you 5 seconds, what did he play against Grischuk? G5. Yeah. Now, if bishop e5, I'm pretty sure that bishop looking precarious. Oh no, we just take because the bishop takes d4. Okay, so the bishop drops back to e3. Again, I mean, if it goes to d2, we're still losing a piece. Bishop takes, I mean, Grischuk's still losing a piece. Yeah, knight takes d2 after. So he has to go back to e3. Now queen f6. So just piling on the pressure. Yeah, black's doing well. Look at this fractured pawns. a6 protecting a7. Queen e5. Now here, great move here by black after rook f5. Can you see what was played here by black, which gives a good advantage to black? Black to play. Okay, rook takes d4, yeah, hitting the queen over here. So that simplifies and sorts out a lot of issues. Black's just better here against Grischuk. Yeah, just better. So it's check. And this is a very nice trick for queen c1. That will be mating if rook takes d8. Just to show that. That will be mating free. So rook g1, yeah, Grischuk's passive here. Okay, he gets one pawn back, but look at that. It's not nice. this is just better for black. Yeah, you see here, there's a nice little trick, by the way. Can you see in this position? Black to play. If that was played. There's rook takes d5 for bishop c6. So bishop drops back. So he's just material up, pawn up. Brings the king into the centre. A lot of pressure on white. White is clearly worse. And here, actually, I don't know if white resigned or lost on time, but it is lost. Lost position. Black is clearly winning here. But in fact, what does white do? I think there's rook takes b2 or f4 on the cards now. So yeah, he did over Grischuk there. Let's look at another game. So there's 5 games played yesterday. Now this is against one of the top Chinese players, Yu Yangyi. So he was playing white. There is a bit of a spoiler on the results. Sorry about that. Let's just see what happened. Okay, he got 5 out of 5 yesterday. That's why I'm checking out his games. Okay, so against Yu Yangyi, he gets this position, and it looks pretty solid for black at the moment. And black, even strategically, it seems a good idea to get rid of the light square bishop to give white no dynamic play. But d5, is that pawn weak? Now here, this is what fascinates me as well. This is a key game that fascinates me, because you might think there's no prospect of any sort of attack here, because black has got rid of white's kind of light square bishop, and there's no fun at all to be had. And that's why I want to show you these games, because actually he's showing that there is fun to be had even from this sort of position. He starts off with h4, and guess what? White to play. What would you play with white if you were a raving lunatic and wanted to attack? g4. Yeah, this is against someone 2729. He's playing g4. This gets better. g5. Now bishop e5. If black did take here, he didn't actually. This is better for white, because there's things like f4 and maybe switching the rook in later, because black's missing the h pawn. But black actually played bishop a3, and it seems away from the king, right? Now knight h4, the pieces are installing themselves into attacking positions. A slight nuisance here, but that helps the rook get to a potentially good attacking position. Now knight f5, c4, that's taken. Queen keeps on that diagonal, because you never know. Well, what about g7 here and this h file? So bishop c5 was played here, and yeah, this is like annoying harassment here, because surely the rook can't move because of the bishop. White to play. What does white play in this position? If I give you 5 seconds. He snaps off another pawn next to the opponent's king. An exchange sack here. Yeah, he just has this pure exchange sack. So there's only one pawn. This is tau-like. There's only one pawn around the king, and the bishop just simply drops back. So we've got things like now the check on the cards, and we've got things like h2 sometimes, or rook f1. So it's dangerous. Knight h4. Wanting this, drag and drop tactic here, queen g4 check. But even this doesn't even work actually. I think this could be taken. But even better is check. And now, with g4 guarded against any check, queen h7. And the threat here is bishop b4 check, stopping the escape square, and then queen g8 checkmate. So we've got a king hunt here now. If a5, just to show you a5, then bishop f6, stopping e7, and we've got queen h8 or queen g8. So the king tries to help itself. We've got king hunt, check, 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 check. And here, can you see the last terminal check here that was played? Queen h6 check. Yeah, the king's running out of escape squares. Black would have to put a rook in front and just black resign, I think. We just take that. In fact, there's no checks. We'll take with the queen. Yeah, so queen h6 was the end of that game. You got to see these games. You just got to see these games. How he got an attack. Let's have a look at another one. He did have one default game. Yeah, this was the default game. Apparently in round 3, someone didn't turn up. This 2500 didn't turn up. Oh, sorry, that was it. I think I've just shown you 5 key games. So I hope you enjoyed that. And yeah, it's kind of inspiring to see these players playing rapid chess. But there's more creativity. There's a lot of attacking creativity in the rapid games. Magnus Carlsen didn't get 5 out of 5 yesterday. He actually lost one game. I might go over those games later in the King's Crusher radio show on Play Chess instead of the usual Kasparov games. Maybe we could put that on hold because I like to cover this event a little bit. But I just needed to show you the Korobov game. So I hope you got a glimpse of something there. Some spicy chess. Comments, questions, likes appreciated. Thanks very much.